Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Okay, so let's do some analysis over here. So first of all, let's check out let's check out the fundamentals and see what's happening around the globe, around the world. So today's date is 23rd of October 2025. So we don't have any major or you don't have any high impact news today. So I think it's going to be cool. There's no high impact in today is Thursday, there's no high impact news. So looking at the news too, if you look at the news, the unexpected news event too, we don't have any major news event that is about to be released. So I think with fundamentals, US left key restriction on Ukraine's use of Western long ranges missiles, US officials. Falling. So we don't have any major unexpected news event. We don't have any high impact news on Thursday. So let's jump straight to the technical analysis and see what's happening. Yeah, so today, this morning, I wanted to take a buy on gold over here, but price moved very fast on gold. When the H1 candle closed, I wanted to take a buy over here, even if it's pulled back, I would have taken a buy. By the way, price opens with no wick, it wasn't advisable. You get it? It wasn't advisable. So this was similar to what happened on Monday. You get it? So you have to steady the moves of the markets. Okay, you need to steady the moves. So this what is happening over here is the same thing that happened on Monday. You get it? So it was the same thing that happened after the breakout. Price head straight to the next target. So it was similar thing that I was expecting over here for price to be doing it, but it moved very fast. You get it? It moved very fast. That was what I was expecting it to happen. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I think it's loud and clear. Yeah, so as I was saying, I wanted to be taking a buy over here, but price moved very fast. Okay, there was no top wick, bottom wick. If you watch this candle opened with no wick at the top, and the way it wasn't something that fits my trading this thing. You get it? So therefore, it has moved like wow. It has moved 250 something pips so far. But a good time. So if you don't trade gold, you need to learn how the moves of gold moves because it's a money this thing, money printing. Yeah, so let's analyze it and see. Yeah, so currently now that it has moved, currently what am I expecting on gold? Okay, so let's do top down analysis on gold for now. So we don't have any looking at our left, you don't have any data to our left. So currently at the monthly time frame, so this was the pullback that you've been experiencing this week. This is the pullback that you're experiencing this week. So if you move to the daily time frame, currently we are having this area of interest over here that price can react on. So moving to the H4 time frame, so the daily time frame is a downtrend. So we are using the H4 trend. So looking at the H4 time frame, price is currently what in this range. It was in a range this morning before the 6 o'clock move. So price was around this side. This is the levels over here. So at this point, since you've missed the first move, okay. So this pattern is counter trend impulsive move. This is how it moves. So the trend is already a downtrend. You get it? The trend is already a downtrend. Price made lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is an impulse. This is counter trend impulsive move. This is how it looks like. This is how counter trend impulsive move. You get it? So I was expecting it to maybe the H1 candle. The way it closed wasn't something that we should have jumped in to take. Okay. So this one can come back and pull back and create the wick before it will start moving up. So we need to relax and see what price is going to do because this one opened with no wick at the bottom. So this one can just make a pull back, create a wick, okay? Maybe create a wick, can create a wick, then it will start moving up. But if it's closed with no wick, I would have taken a buy. Like what happened over here? You see this one? This one it's closed with a bottom wick, and this one also opens with what? It's closed with a top wick, and this one opens with what? A bottom wick. So it was similar thing that I was expecting. This one closed with no bottom top wick. It's closed with no top wick. So the chances that price will come down is very high. Okay. So at this point, I'm patiently waiting for the H4 to close. Okay. For the H4 to close. If the H4 close, because if the H1 close, we have a zone over here. We have a zone over here. We have a zone over here that the zone is not big. You get it? So I would prefer the H4 to close. So if the H4 close around this side, then I'll be taking a buy. I'll be looking for a buy, like what I did yesterday, like what I did over here. So you see, yesterday I took a buy over here. So if something of that sort happens, okay, I'm hoping if something of that sort is going to close around this night, then I'll take a buy to what the daily target. That's what I'm expecting on go. But currently, the first move didn't align according to what I want to see. You get it? It didn't align according to what I see. So as I'm saying, I'm expecting a pullback, for price to pull back to this level. Okay, because we're having at this point, we price is currently on this H4 zone. So the chances that it can pull back and create a wick before it will move is very high. So let's wait patiently and see. You need to trade. Okay, you need to execute what you have experience about. You need to execute trades based on what you have experience about. You don't have to jump in just right center because someone says so. So let's hope. Yesterday, gold gave a lot of opportunities. So I'm hoping today is something of that sort is going to happen. So another scenario on gold is what? Another scenario on gold. Another scenario on gold is what gold is in a downtrend. Okay, the trend at the H4 time frame is a downtrend. So at this point, too, I'm also looking for a sell. Okay, I'm also looking for a sell at this point. I'm also looking for a sell, but with a sell, I'll wait for this candle to close around this side before I'll go in for the sell. Okay, because the trend is a downtrend. The trend is a downtrend. Let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, so as I'm saying, the trend is a downtrend. You get it? The trend is a downtrend. So at this point too, I'm waiting for the H4 candle to close around this side. Because if you look at the trend, this is how it goes. So price has moved lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is what a complex structure. You get it? This is a complex structure. So at this point, I'm waiting for price to keep on moving down. Get it? That's what I'm expecting. Keep on moving down. But the buy that I was waiting for was a counter trend trade. You get it? It was a counter trend, but it is in the direction of what the main. It's a counter trend impulsive move. So that's how it works. If price moves highs and lows, something like this. Okay, so these are impulsive. So with this impulsive move, you can be taking it. So if you have dived into Elliott wave, you understand what I'm talking about. So I can be taking these moves. 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 These are the counter trend. Sorry. I can be taking these moves. The one in the direction of the main move. So I can be taking these moves. I can be taking the one in the direction of the main move, which is what I buy. So this was something that I was expecting it to happen over here. Because if you look at the H4, this candle has broken the previous H4 high. So I was expecting a buy to move it to the next zone. Like so a similar thing that happened on Monday. So Monday, this move where it was a counter trend impulsive move. Okay, so this was the main what as in the main impulsive move. This was a counter trend impulsive move. This was the main move. Okay, so you see the counter trend, the one out is the one that is out against the main trend. You see how it moves. You see how it moves. So today's own was what also a counter trend against the main impulsive move. So at this point, the sell is what is going to be the what original move. But if it happens, is break this one, then you are going to be looking for what a buy. So you see what I said, price will definitely come back and create that what it will create a bottom wick. Okay, maybe it will create a bottom wick down to this level before price will come down. So I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. If price goes around the side, then I'll be looking for a sell to the next zone. So I'm looking for a sell. But if it happens, the H4 candle change shift trend. Okay, if this one shifts trend, then I'll be looking for a buy. It will be a nice buy, or it will be a good buy for price to ride to this side. So at this point, I'm waiting. So that's what I'm waiting on gold. There are two things I'm waiting and expecting on gold. If price break and shift trend to an uptrend, then I'll be looking for a buy. Okay. Or at this point, if this candle close around this side, then I'll be looking for a sell and ride price towards this side. So that's what I'm expecting to see on gold. Yeah, so let's move to GBP USD and see what's happening. So doing my top-down analysis on GBP USD, what am I expecting it to happen on GBP USD? So the trend is what? An uptrend at the monthly, but let's first of all identify the levels. Let's identify the levels at the weekly time frame. Looking at the weekly time frame, we have a level to over here at the weekly time frame. So currently we have these levels over here. Okay. So what's the daily trend? So the daily trend currently is also a downtrend. Price has just made low. This impulsive, this corrective move. You're expecting price to keep on going down to what this level. So that's so you see prices. You see, as the previous candle was trying to move, it got rejected at the daily time frame and it just bounced back. So we need to wait for price or the candle to break below this one. So we have another rejectional level over here. So price is currently at this point is in this point is a zone. Okay. So I'm waiting for the candle to break below this one. So this zone is very choke. Let's move to H4 and see. Maybe you are going to see a proper this thing over there. Yeah. So at this point, I'll either wait for the H4 time frame is also a downtrend. Okay, it's also a downtrend. So maybe if price come to this level, okay, you target the entry at this level. You could target the entries at this level, then ride price to this time at a 30-minute time frame. Yeah. So if price comes to this side, we can get okay, we can ride price to this side. Yeah, we can ride it to this side. If it pulls back over here, get a confirmation, we can take price to this side. But before that, we need to wait for price to come to the key level, which is this level. We need to wait for price to come to the key level, which is this level. After price has gotten to this key level, then we take a sell to this side. That's what I'm expecting into the USD. Because the daily time frame is what? I think there was a massive move. There was a move during the Asian session. The daily time frame is a downtrend. H42 is a downtrend. So I'm expecting price to come to this side. Maybe if you come to the 30-minute time frame, after price has closed around the side, closure of price around the side, and you take a sell to the side. Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. So we'll be targeting 1.33610 as what a sell zone. Yeah. So gold is still ranging. It's still what it's still hitting the price is still what hitting the level that you drew. Finding it difficult to break. It's finally difficult to break. So let's see. This would have been a nice buy, but I was even waiting for a pullback. I was even waiting for a pullback. So opportunities will come. Yesterday, like this, gold presented like three opportunities, sell opportunities. The opportunities will definitely come. So just stay calm, stay patient. With gold, opportunities are moving right, left, center. Every single day, opportunities will come. So you just have to stay patient and do the needful. Okay, so let's check out USD card too and see. So looking at USD card, so USD card, so you have to first of all identify your various levels. So we have a level over here. We have a level over here. Moving to the weekly time frame, we have another level too over here at the weekly time frame. So at the daily time frame, so what's the trend at the daily time frame? That's the question you need to ask. What's the trend at the daily time frame? You get to understand that the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend. Okay, what's the downtrend? The daily time frame trend is a downtrend. So this is a perfect breakout at the daily time frame. Price has broken now, so you're expecting price to come towards this zone. We're expecting price to come to this zone. We're looking at the 8-4 time frame. So what am I expecting on gold? USD card. So with USD card, what I'm expecting at this point, I would love at this point what I'm waiting for is what? This candle to close. Okay. I'm waiting for this price candle to close around the side. Then I'll be looking for a sell. Yeah. Then I'll be looking for a sell over here. So this is going to be okay. If price break around the side, this one, the stop loss, the risk reward is not there. The risk reward is not there. So maybe I'll wait for the closure. So that I'll use the smaller time frame to look for entries. Yeah, so something like this, I will look for a closure. Let's, because if you take an impulsive move, the next level is going to be here. And if price is going against you, as in comparing your risk to reward, your the risk to reward is not there. Okay, you are risking more. You are going to risk more to get less. So the best is for us to wait for this mini zone over here. Okay, this mini zone to close below. Then you use the lower time frame to find an entry. Okay, then you use the lower time frame. If you want to take an impulsive move after price has broken the previous low, okay, after price has broken the previous low, so maybe you can consider because we are heading towards volume time. Okay, you are heading towards volume time, so price can get to the side. 9 pips, 9 pips is very small. The pips is small. Yeah, so yeah, price can move to this side with an impulsive because you are heading to lending session. You get it. So I'm sure maybe some volume will kick in. So if you are taking a sell, okay, if you are taking a sell, then the stop loss is going to be wide. Okay, or you can use the previous H4 low. Yeah, the pip range is small. This is very small. 9 pips is very small for me. But price will move to this side. USD card will move down, but the risk reward is not there. The risk reward is not there. Even if you are using the previous, let me see the H1. Okay. Or maybe you wait for the H1 to close, then we use this one as a stop loss. Other than that, then if you are taking it, the stop loss is going to be very wide. The stop loss is going to be very wide. The stop loss is going to be very wide. Okay, 1 to 1. It's going to be 1 to 1. Yeah, so gold is still pulling back. So as I said, the pulling back is happening to create the bottom weight. So let's wait. Let's wait. Yeah, so with USD card, price will move to this side. But as to how to get a stop loss is going to be very difficult. But the daily time frame is looking good. Perfect breakout, pulled back on the level. So the H1. So all this it will come to what fill this week. But I have to you need to wait. Let me see. I'll wait for this candle to close. Closure below this one. You get it. Then you take your sell. But the pip range is very small. You see, if you are using lower, if the pip range is very small, if you are taking a trade, you need to first of all consider the zone you are trading within. You get it. So looking at this zone, because 9 pips, you need to consider spread will be like 2 pips. Okay, the minimum will be like 2 pips since it's a major currency pair. The minimum will be like maybe 1.52 pips. So if you take 2 pips out of 9 pips, it's going to be it's going to be how many? 9 from 2. It's going to be 9 from 2. 2 from 9 rather. It's going to be 7 pips. And the chances that price, let's say maybe it will take like 2 pips before price will go to your target. So that would be 5 pips. This is not for me. 5 pips is not for me. 5 pips is not for me. So yeah, I'm expecting price to come to this zone, but the zone is very small. The pip range is very small. This one gold would have been like 200 pips. It would have been like 200 pips on gold for now. Yeah, so the best is for us to let's wait for the candle closure below this one. Then you look for itself. But the range is small. I will not take this trade. Okay, I will not take this trade. Yeah. So with gold, let's see. So if you can get a price to break above this one, okay. So USD card, I'm expecting price to come, but first of all, I would love price to close. I love price to close below. I love price to close below this level, this zone over here. Okay, I love price to close below this one. So you see the H1 is even getting rejected. I love maybe if the H1 even closed below, you would have looked for a sell. Okay. If the H1 closed below, you would have looked for a sell. So good. Doing the good. Yeah, so perfect. Gold is pulling back. It's currently pulling back. I really like it. Uh, So as I explained, gold is a downtrend. So you see, it's getting rejected exactly at that level. It's getting rejected exactly at that level. So you see now the wick is being created. You see how important experience is. You get it. You see how important experience is. You need to wait for this close with no wick, this opens with no bottom wick. You get it. And you need understanding of trend at the higher time frame. You get to understand that the trend is what a downtrend. You get it. So you see how important understanding trend is. Yeah, yeah. So at this point, it's in a range. Okay. At this point, it's in a range. So I don't have any bias at this point. So what I'm waiting for is price to break. Okay, which might be happening around the New York Stock Exchange. Maybe price breaking this one. If it breaks above this one, comfortably breaks above this one, then I'll be looking for a sell to continue the zone, the move to the side. Okay, then I'll comfortably be waiting for the move to the side. So that's what I'm expecting to happen. Go this morning. Okay, so it has gotten rejected exactly the level that you indicated. It has gotten rejected exactly at that level. So this one will pull back, definitely pull back and create the wick that you were talking about. It will definitely pull back and create a wick. The wick that we are talking about. Yeah, so guys, I'm having a visitor, so see you guys. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting on gold. So this is what I'll be looking forward on gold. If price break above this one, I'll be looking for a sell for price to get to this end. To get it, I'll be looking for a sell for price to get to this end. And when it sorry, I'll be looking for a buy. And when it comes to the sell, okay, when it comes to the sell, I have to wait for a better confirmation. Okay, I have to wait for a better confirmation. So it either price come and break this zone. If price come back and flip and break this zone, because the whole of this send is what in a consolidating phase. Okay, so the proper move will be maybe after price has flipped. Okay, if it flipped, then I'll be looking for a sell to this side. So that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I want to see on the. That's what I want to see on gold. So USD card is also getting rejected at the level. Uh, all eyes on gold. All eyes. We have 15 minutes for the next 15 minutes for the next 1 hour candle to close. So when it comes to the sell, as I said, all these places a range. So with the sell, I'll be looking for a sell around this side. I'll be looking for a sell around this side. This area I'll be looking for a sell. Okay. This area I'll be looking for a sell. In this area I'll be looking for a buy. That's when after the E4 candle has closed. This area I'll be looking for a buy. And this area I'll be looking for a sell. Okay, so we go. This is what I'm expecting today. So maybe by the end of the day, I'm sure opportunity will come. So just exercise patience and waiting for. I'm going to exercise patience and wait for the right thing. Okay, I want it to break out from this zone, and I want price to break below this zone. Then I'll be looking for a sell. Okay, then I'll be looking for a sell like this. And with the buy, if price break above this zone, then I'll be looking for a buy. Then I'll be looking for a buy on gold. Okay, so guys, see you. So this is what you need to be looking for on gold. So this is my buyers today on gold. So you can also use it to make your decision. Okay, you can also use it to make your decision. Okay, so see you next time, same time next week. Bye.